Hey friends, happy Sunday. It is December 7th and I wanted to jump on and set up next week's pages in my Just Scribble Plans B6 Slim quarterly book. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you are new to this particular planner, I did order a 4-pack, but I decided to use one of them for November and December to try out the system to see if this was something that I would consider for 2026. I also ordered two A6 planners because I wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure if I was going to do A6 or B6 Slim. I just had like different considerations in my mind for 2026, and I think that I'm pretty darn sure I'm going to stick with the B6 Slim. I really like the setup of this planner. It's 3 months per book, 5 weeks each, so 15 weeks in a book. You can put it in a folio, you can put it in a clear cover, you can put it in a traveler's notebook, which I have been doing. You can see in a traveler's notebook, even though it is kind of separating a little bit of the book here where the paper is, it's not doing anything to the cover except for kind of pushing it out a little bit, but it's not, it's not hurting the integrity of the book. I don't believe that even if I used it for 3 full months in a traveler's notebook, I think it would be fine. But you can always put a clear cover on, if you can find one that fits this book. Possibly, and this is possibly, I don't know for sure, the sterling ink B6 Slim, not the full year, but the compact, is that what it's called? Maybe the clear cover for that would fit this kind of I don't know though. I really don't know. I know they both use the same B6 Slim sizing versus say Planner Perfect B6 Slim is more of, I think, like the US sizing. So it's going to be a little bit shorter. Or your B6 Slim from Chic Sparrow is going to be a little bit different. So those B6 Slim covers these books don't fit in those. Even like for a dashboard, obviously this is a bound book. It's not a TN insert, but you can put it in a traveler's notebook. I have been having it either in my Ruby or in my Jaja from B6 Slim. I have my sterling ink little B6 Slim monthly, and then I have this B6 Slim TN insert from Just Scribble that I've been journaling in. But yeah, you can put it in a Moterm B6 Slim. You can get that size on their website. You can put it in any if a B6 Slim will fit the Jabun Techo, the sterling ink B6 Slim, it will fit the plans by Just Scribble, is my guess, because of the sizing that they use for these books. So anyway, moving along. So this is the current week dashboard in my B6 Slim. My notes area has been really long because we've been at Lowe's and Home Goods and all these places to get things that we need for the house since the remodel. We're mostly moved back in like 85%. 90%. It's just all those last minute things that you have to get, like we added a powder room, so we need a little trash can for that room. And actually I picked one up at Home Goods last night. I don't like it in there. I want to return it, so we may do that today, but we're also going to go down to the at-home store and look for a mirror for that little powder room. But there's it's just all kinds of things, curtain rod, towel rings, just all kinds of little things. But so there's those final touches that you got to finish. So hopefully throughout this coming week we'll be able to finish that up for the most part. But we are living in the new area now, so it's so nice. I am in my new office. I know it doesn't look any different to you because of my desktop, but once everything is kind of organized in here, I might do just a little tiny clip on my next video or the one after that of my new office to kind of give you guys a visual of where I'm at when I'm videoing and how I've set things up. Could not be more pleased with my office, my bedroom, all the renovations that my husband and his teams have done. Just really turned out beautiful. The paint, everything, so beautiful. We're kind of remodeling this house in pieces. So next year we plan on remodeling the living room or the great room, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be going out, making it larger, adding a fireplace, and so it's kind of just like every few years, but that part is kind of it'll be a smaller, shorter job, so we may do that next year. That's the plan. We'll see. So anyway, so this is my weekly, this was my brain dump, and actually I could have put all of this in my brain dump, but I was so busy this week, I didn't add too much more. I love this vellum, you guys, from Kellyanne Design. I didn't add too much more to my brain dump, but we've been also, our phones have been issues with our phones through Verizon. And then we find out there was a couple towers down in our area for a while. They were working on them. We've been having phone problems for like almost a month. And so we're thinking, okay, maybe it's our phones. I didn't do the recent updates because there's some things in there I just didn't really want on my phone, but they said, well, that's probably the issue. So I had to do all these updates to my phone. And then we kept getting losing our service. So finally we used our insurance, ordered replacement phones, finally got all that taken care of yesterday. So far, so good. So we have to return the older phones. I didn't want to upgrade the phone because I don't think we're going to stay with the current carrier. So I just didn't want to do anything until we make a decision on that. And we had insurance on the phone. So for like $25 a piece, we got our replacement phones, and finally got everything transferred over, and it was just a whole thing. But anyway, so this has been my week, and then yesterday, and then here's today. So I've just been really enjoying the B6 Slim book. I have not started updating or doing anything to my B6 Slim, my monthly book yet. I do really like this monthly book. I've put some post-its in here for appointments. I'm trying to decide, because you have your recap and you have your June like preview or overview page. If you're familiar with the Wonderland 222, which is another fabulous planner, then you'll kind of be familiar with this like review, overview, recap, preview, whatever you want to call it, pages that Just Scribble also uses that setup. I haven't decided. I probably will decorate these and use them for like pictures, like my memory keeping. And what I'll probably do, I have to think about it, but at the end of the month, like here's January. So like for this right here, what I might do is white out the font, decorate the spread, and use this to put pictures down from January or whatever I want to, put in here. We don't really have a lot in January. My sister-in-law's birthday is in January. She's up in Michigan. We're not going to be traveling to Michigan in January, so I won't have pictures from that. But, that's just an idea. If you wanted to make this entire thing like your January recap with photos and memory keeping in the monthly book, you can also do that in the quarterly book. Like for instance, what I did here is before each new month in the quarterly book, you have this blank grid, and then you have like your preview page or your overview page. And then you have a 2-page grid spread. So what I did was I decorated these. I used this A6 Mandy Lynn Plans dashboard kit to see if it would fit, so I would know whether I wanted to order them for 2026 for this book or one of my A6 planners if I ended up going that direction. And it did fit nicely with the little add-on sticker sheet. I use those up here. So it's just an idea, like you could use these for memory pages, or you can use them for, you know, like monthly notes, shopping, like order tracking, online order tracking, anything like that. I'm using this for like Christmas shopping notes on this on this spread here. And that's why I'd put the little post-it down, because I have things written there. But then I had added this, and I didn't put this in during my last plan with me or setup with me, but I added this particular vellum on this spread, which I thought was so pretty, because that was gonna be like my shopping pages. And then here, I use this, you know, for my setup. But I really enjoyed this week, and so I went ahead and laid down some washi for this particular spread. I need to grab some of my stickers here and put my date dots down for this coming week. And these date dots are Pookie Bear Cuties, and they're ones that she designed specifically for the Hobonichi weeks. So they're pretty small. They fit really nicely in here. But you can use date dots from like your Hobby Lobby date sticker pad if you wanted. Those fit nicely for the most part. Maybe not the square ones, I haven't tried those, but just have to try them and see if they fit. And then again, if you are new, what I do underneath the day is I put my weather forecast in for the week. So I do enjoy that. What did I do with my, oh goodness. I just like to pick one of my verse stickers. Try to just find some of the ones that are a little shorter, but I've been doing this. And, you know, I can write it in too. I just kind of put like a verse of the week there. Just trying to decide if that's the one. It's a good one for that. I have lots of them. These are kind of big though for that area, but they're great for your dailies. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use that one, I think, and I will pop that down. If you are new here, my main planner videos, when I do the actual setup, they tend to be pretty long, just FYI. If you don't like long videos, you can always fast forward to the end, and I always share a flip of what I've done, you know, how I've set up all the pages. So just FYI, if you want to do that, you can fast forward to the end. I am going to use this pretty little snowflake washi to separate this center area. I like to do that. Hey, let me see if I can grab a weekly. Oh, I wanted to show you guys. I did in my Hobonichi weeks. Oh my goodness. Hold on 1 second. That was a little bit heavy. I do apologize. I picked up something that was kind of holding that in place, so my apologies. Give me 1 moment. So I don't think I'm going to be able to show that to you unless I can get something else there. I'm going to try that. Let me see here. This is crazy. That's never happened before. Hold Hold on one moment. Let me see if, I think it just came, honestly. Bear with me while I tighten this up. I really apologize for that, you guys. Let me just pull these sheets out of my sticker book. These are leftovers from my planner cake kit that I used in my Hope and Easy Weeks. So I'm going to be pulling from these and some other of my Christmas stickers. So just FYI on that. I'm going to have to work on that. My little thing that holds my, you know why it probably never did it before is because I had a light sitting on the platform for it. Let me just get this back in place. I'm so sorry. Okay, I don't think it's going to move again now. I can move my book back. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and get these set up a little bit. There's that. You guys are doing amazing. It's, you know, it is, I'm just really glad that, I need to move that down actually. I'm really glad we got mostly moved back in by the first week of the month. That way, we can kind of enjoy the month, and we need to, I want to put our Christmas tree up. So probably not today, but we're going to be working on that this week, and put my little list in here. I know I'm going to have a busy week as far as like house things and whatnot, grocery list, and then over here for my like my errands list to do, I use these other little tabbies from the kit, and I put those in. I usually give myself a couple lines for that. And I'll just probably put 3 in to get me started. I've got to add this to the list. My glasses, this one area my glasses broke, and I need to get it fixed. Okay, I need a this week sticker. Let's see, what do I have? I have this one that I will put up here. Let me see if I can move in a little bit more. That's probably a little bit better. Here's my meals. I keep track of what we have for dinner, so I'm like not cooking the same things, you know, and just basically making sure that you know, we're eating kind of, you know, the way we want, the health conscious, so to speak. And yeah, just like to keep track of it, that's all. All right, so this week I will do I'll do a housework sticker this week instead of the to clean. I change that up a little bit sometimes. And here, after I'm done videoing, I'll come back in and fill in this little tracker. This is where I track like all my housework stuff that I like to keep track of when I'm vacuuming, when I'm watering plants, stuff like that. Because in the front of the book is my main tracker. And so I keep track of all my personal stuff up here. And then this is like the house stuff here. So at first I really wasn't sure about like having another tracker on the weekly when you have all these full trackers. And you have like a weekly tracker here, and then you have your month tracker here. It's really an excellent setup. It really is a great design for the planner. So I decided that this would work for my housework stuff. Yeah, my only struggle, and I've said this before, I'm just sharing with people who are considering this book. It's an excellent planner. I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with this for 2026 because I really, really, really like it. I'm a Tomoe River paper girl. Or I don't remember the kind of paper that's in this little traveler's notebook insert. It's on her website. I love this paper too. Like I like the Tomoe River paper. It's very similar. It highlights well over my gel ink. This planner, I have yet to find a pen that I can highlight over and not smear. And because I like to use highlighters, that is something I'm kind of working on. Alternative for that, because you just simply cannot highlight over unless you really wait a long time, which when I write something I'm going to highlight, sometimes if I could remember to highlight first, that would work. I just don't, I'm so, like, that's not been my like kind of like how I do things. So it's a very hard habit to break. Like I write something, I want to grab my highlighter, can't do that. So just FYI, if you are not using like highlighters to highlight, appointments or anything like that, then that to me, that is the only downfall of this particular system. Everything else I really love. It's kind of won my heart over in the last, say, 5 weeks I've been using it. Yeah, so I just really, I've really been enjoying it, and I highly recommend it. I do highly recommend it. I recommend the monthly book to go along with it. You could actually fit both of these in a folio if you wanted to. Put them both in a traveler's notebook, however you want to work that. And actually, if you have the Jabun Techo clear cover, they both fit in that as well. I don't have it right here close to me kind of to show you, but they will both fit in that as well. So just FYI, you can turn that into a TN by adding a strap. You can add the little Midori belt strap to it if you wanted to have that closure for a clear cover. If you wanted something really, really, small footprint, really compact, you could do that. So yeah, I'm just kind of sharing ideas for that. So here I'm going to find another this week, and let me see here. This is like my brain dump page, so I'm just seeing what stickers that I want to use for this. Seeing if I have a this week's sticker, another one close by. Here's one. This is a Mandy Lynn Plans sticker, and I think I will put it on one of my little stickers here. Pop that up there for this week. That's good. Let Let me get my date dots from this binder. Finish off using this piece for the month. All right. Let's see. Is this what I was using? I guess it was. I don't know. 8th. Okay. And then we're going to be down to 18 days. Actually, before I put that down, what do I want to use on these pages? I have all of these Christmas stickers. And I'm going to see here what I want to use. I think I'm going to put this tip in here. Thought that would go nicely. That is a really fun one. I need to turn the fan down in here. There we go. Let's see here. That's cute. These are actually really cute. They're kind of that 70s groovy look, which is cute. It's fine. These little not sure how I want to use those, so I think I'm going to hold off on the lights, and I will grab I could do this one. This is a cute one. That is really cute. And then I think I will do on this page the truck. Here. That's super cute. And I think I will put a little snowman here. And I'm going to throw down one of these cute little peppermint candies. I'm going to put it there. I will come back and add my tip in. So here we're going to put 18 days. I did not put all of the washi down. I just did the weekly and then the first 2 pages. So I need to decide what I'm gonna do. I was thinking of using these stickers for the next spread, and I have these washies that go with it. Just so pretty, you guys. Seriously, so pretty. Just trying to think where I want to put what. think I'm going to put this across here. I'm going to put a dark green along the bottom. Well, that's not really a sideways green. Let's see here. I could use this one. We were at Home Goods last night looking for some things for the house, and man, I'll tell you, we have a really good Home Goods where I live, and so much stuff in their store for the holidays. I mean, they just really do it up. I really like these, you guys. I'm gonna put a couple snowflakes up here, and I'll put this little guy, this little moose. Of course, these moose are probably massive. If you ever see videos of moose, like out west, like in Montana, Wyoming, different areas. Oh my gosh, they're so huge. I will put this tree. Well, I think I'll put this tree, this taller one, here, because that's way too pretty. And then let me put my dates down. So anyway, guys, we were at Home Goods, and they have so many cute things, but I could not find a mirror for my powder room, so I need to go to the at-home store and see if I can find something there. Let's see here. What do I want to put? I don't want to overdo it either, so. Put that there. And get my other sheet here. I get my Bible study stickers from Mandyland Plans. Is small, the small cursive font, FYI. Okay, so there's that. And then I have my 20 Christmas countdown stickers, which are fun, from Planner Kate. I like that. That's really pretty. Okay, so Thursday and Friday. Let me put this back. What do I want to do for Thursday and Friday? I think I want to use some of this. It's so fun. But do I want to save this for Christmas week? I might want to save that for Christmas week. I actually had 2 of these. I had one from last year I didn't use and I didn't know that. I forgot. I have this that I'd like to use. That's super cute. Let's see, what can I use for those? I think I could just use some red washi. Ooh, I could use my red polka dot, which is fun. Do I have enough of that? I might not. I have 2 that look similar, but I don't think they're identical. That's a fun one. I have enough of that. Maybe this one, I'll do this. So I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to continue the B6 Slim TN for my like morning thoughts journal book, or if I am going to use, I think I might use microeffective paper for that, my little A6 microeffective paper. I've also considered a digital notebook on my iPad. I've done that before. Yeah, so I'm kind of, for my journal, I have like 3 things I'm considering, but I don't know for sure yet. I've like planned digitally before. I have like a huge assortment of like PNG, I think you call it stickers, for digital planning on your iPad with GoodNotes. But I just could not do the planning. It just didn't stick because I'm more tactile. I like the paper, the stickers, you know, the highlighters, the washi, all the stuff. And I couldn't stick with it. Even though I like had all that stuff digitally, it's like, it's not the same. It's not the same. I don't know. And I always worried too about if something happened and it wasn't backed up, and, you know, if I lost everything, oh my gosh, I'd freak out. So I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that for my journal, or if I'm going to do a paper, you know, my little perfected paper. I could do that. But I also have extra space in my B6 Slim. You know, that would work too. I think I might have to save that for another one, because where I'm not going to put washi tape down. Or I could take this lower piece off, maybe. My in frame. If I picked up a little bit of that. And think that would work. That is super cute. I would have to cut off this little end right here a little bit, but I wouldn't even notice that. All right, let me cut this little end off before I lay it down. I'll have to stand for this one. Oh, that's so cute. I like that, you guys. I like it. That little village. It's so cute. Let's get some of my things down here before I add anything else. Okay, there's that. I don't think I want to put anything necessarily here because it would make the, boy, that's a really big snowflake for there. I think I'm just going to add a little bit up here. That. And then this one. This is going to be kind of simple, which is fine. I like that, you guys. I really like that. Wish I had a bigger tree that I could use with that, but I don't. Take that back. I have these trees. But they're really not the same design. They're more, yeah, that won't work. Okay, that's okay. That is okay. Yeah, that tree's too big for those houses. All right, so that looks good. And then I gotta do Saturday and Sunday. So let me think here. What do I want to use for Saturday and Sunday? I'm trying to really, you know, utilize my Christmas stickers and stuff this year. Ooh, you know what I might do? I might use my seasonal floral for Saturday and Sunday. I love, love, love these stickers. I think I'm going to use these out of this book for Saturday and Sunday. So with that being said, let me see here. I think I will put this one. I love decorating monthly books, like the monthlies with those. I've decorated a few monthly books with this sticker pad, and I probably will again because I just love it. It never gets old to me. And if you are not new here, you know that. It's a great pad. I don't want to get that paper in there, but I did get a little bit on accident. You know, and I was thinking about my journal too. I mean, honestly, if I look back at a lot of my pages, my dailies, I don't know. I do have extra space in a lot of my dailies where, well, maybe I could actually put my some of my journaling on these pages if I wanted to, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I can't decide. Put that there. I need to get my dates down. Sticker pieces all over. Okay, so that's there. Let me see. Is there another one I could maybe... I like to kind of make sure I have enough space for everything that I want to write. I don't like to take up too much real estate. Before I'm done with the day, you know. Can kind of maybe put that in there. It looks pretty. And it's not too much, you know. So let's go back. All right, so I have my weekly here. I just put my appointments in here, and I'll jot down any notes that I need for myself here. My grocery list here, as I need more, I pull more of these little checkbox stickers or these little tab stickers. Put my priorities up here, and we'll lay out my housework stuff here. My Monday through Sunday dinners right here. Oh, I wanted to put my my tip-in in. And get my glue. So I use this glue stick. This is my favorite way to tip things in, whether it's a planner, my Bible, whatever the case may be, a journal. So then I'll stick this in here. I'm going to close it. I'm going to just let that dry. It dries really fast. It is the Extra Strength Elmer's Craft Bond, Permanent Bond, acid-free, photo-safe, non-toxic. And once it dries, it's not dry yet. I'll have to let it dry a little bit more. All right, so it might not be totally dry, but I just want to do a flip of everything that I did today. Now, of course, my trackers and all of that is already set up from when I first, started the planner. So this will be this coming week dashboard. Then my brain dump and Monday, which is super cute. Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday and Friday. Saturday and Sunday. I do need to lay down real quick my appointments, you guys. Can't forget that. Okay, so where's my monthly over here? Okay, I need to grab some stickers. And I need This pen that I use is the High Tech Coletto C. I have quite a few of these in the 4 and 5 color versions. I get it on Amazon. There is a link in the description box in case you're interested. Is that all I had to put in? It's really, yeah, okay. So the only appointments that I have to, I don't even have to be at these two, but what I need to keep track of. So that's in there. And then here I need to write in. Oh, you know what else I want? I have these little cute Coffee Monsters Co. little Post-its also. But I think for this one, I'm going to use this. My sister-in-law has hand surgery on Monday. Yeah. But it's going to be good because I will not have a massive amount of appointments coming up so far, and which is good because then I'll have time to do stuff around the house and get my Christmas tree put up, etc. Go Christmas shopping. Okay, so back to the flip. So this is this coming week dashboard. I love a 2-page dashboard so much. So then I have brain dump Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday. Guys, that is so... I actually feel like I want to put some washi in here. I might add some. When I do this... when I do this flip next week to share with you guys my pages, my finished pages, you might see a little bit of washi up on this right here. I'm thinking about it. But anyway, you guys, that is my pages for next week for my Just Scribble B6 Slim. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got some ideas. Maybe you're setting up your planner or your own journal. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't finish these, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Leave me a comment below. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. All the shops that I purchase from are going to be linked in the description box. You know, so look there if you're interested in any of the shops that I use. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, and I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.